right. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Okay. Looking for some security and confidence. Some security and confidence. I'm looking for security and confidence. Why do you join in? It'll never make sense to me.
Why would not? You need backup. I'm gonna
Backup
let you
is
be
where
by
it's at.
yourself.
Everyone, Yaba says
What?
this. I would much rather be a backup singer than the person out front. The background singers are giving it to
Do you
the
know?
people.
In another life, I'd have been the one of Bob Marley's backup singers. Whoa.
Okay,
Or
so
Earth,
now
Wind,
I need
Fire.
you. Now I need you to get out of my head because
the Wailers be wailing.
yeah, no, not the whale. The I3s, the women.
Listen. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's
No.
all. I don't want to sing the
When they do that octave, we don't need no more struggle, and then the I3s come in. We don't need.
Come on. I get my voice ready. I had to stop drinking.
Listen, yeah, I'd have to. I'd have to
We
give
had
up
to
so
stop
many
drinking
things.
because drink is lowering our voices. It's moving us down second soprano.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'm at a full tenor at this point. I think I'm all the way down there. But yeah, the I3s are giving it to the people. Mm-hmm. So, can you hear yourself?
Yes. Like I really did when I did. Just right then, that was really something. Yes. That was so scary. It's really sounding good today. Hey, me.
Not
hey. Like I hate the way my voice sounds on voicemails, but I like the way it sounds on this microphone.
Yeah, I think I sound a little alluring.
You do
when I'm on but it's almost too.
Yeah,
it's too chill. Which
one of my guy friends was like, "Yeah, I could just listen to her all day." I was like, "Did you close your eyes when you said it?" He said it just like that. He was like, "Just listen to her all day, man." I was like, And you just wake up out of an uncomfortable moment and he just moves on. He was like, "Oh, but I mean, I really enjoy the podcast." I was like, yeah. Your eyes just closed.
I know. My voice just lulls people. So... Yeah. It is. It is lulling. Okay. I am.
No, I'm just... Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Just put on the hammer and you will be rewarded. My beat is ever moving and you know we get it. Let's get it started. My feet are doing the
typewriter. I have to show you. Zuri did that. Zuri danced off of that song. Her dance to the hammer. Yes.
Did she have Shoka toes on?
Adorable. No, they had on these cute because it was tap dance, and they did the little typewriter. You could hear their little feet. It was adorable.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take the clap you gave me, and here we go.
I gave you the clap.
Not ooh ah. Yes, give me the ooh ah. All right. So, who are you this week?
I'm Samantha Jones from Sex and the City.
And I'm Lady Elena Tyrell. And I want Joffrey to know that it was me.
Tell him it was me. I can't think of a more gangsta character.
You talk
on a
about
show.
somebody that has some self-confidence.
Okay.
Lady
The
Elena.
original I don't give a F. I mean, she would just be, she'd be like, hush, the grown women are talking. She just never took, never missed an opportunity.
My favorite line from her wasn't even her shading anybody. It was when Brienne of Tarth walked up and she said, "My word, you are absolutely singular." What?
Oh, I'm definitely saying that to somebody. What? That's a compliment.
You are absolutely, there's no one like you.
No one like you. Baby, I want something. Please let somebody call me singular. Let somebody call me singular. I'll be like,
singular,
what?
not exquisite, not magnificent.
That's a t-shirt.
Absolutely singular.
That's a shirt right there.
All right.
I am just, and all these like individual, you know what I'm saying? I am unique. I am special. I am outstanding. I'm matchless. I am singular.
Look for it on shopadjoy.com.
Listen, I'm gonna wear that just cause. Just wear that, just teach the class and a tank top just that says I'm singular. What does that mean? You singular? Dr. Bell, there's no one like me.
There's no other Dr. Bell. Mm-hmm. And we are at Joy.
Where life plus joy equals satisfaction. So welcome to our channel where we help you radiate confidence and embrace joy in your life.
Yes.
Today we're going to explore how you can unleash your inner radiance by boosting your self-confidence.
Yeah. So before we get started, we want to remind you to subscribe. There's a subscribe button that's right down there in the corner.
What?
Please don't touch her button.
Well,
matter of fact, do. Right? If it'll help you subscribe, go on ahead and press her button. But it's over here in this bottom right corner. And if you're listening, please press that plus sign so that you can follow us wherever it is that you listen to your podcasts.
Absolutely.
We also have our merch site. It is live.
On and it's popping. And look, listen, you're not, come on. Do you see it? Do you just?
Let me tell you something. You all are loving it because I cannot tell you how many orders have come through. I cannot tell you. I got a call today from an old friend of mine and he was like, "So can I get this for my birthday?" I was like, "Yes,
absolutely." Yes. We have some in blue and we have some in maroon. Let that wash over you, whatever that means.
We're going to be ready for homecoming this fall, huh? So we've got all to you. We've got all of that coming to you. So we are excited about it. We are also fully in our season of security and confidence.
Security and confidence means, security and confidence. Of course, there are two different words, but but our principle means, because we say it so like security and confidence means, right? It means accepting and trusting oneself to accomplish tasks and goals.
It is a positive, realistic view of the self, including all areas of strength and improvement.
All of it.
All of it.
We're going to learn to love all of it.
Yes, we are. So we're continuing with our motivational mantras from our hip hop. And I really like these. It makes me pay attention more.
Yeah. I think I've started to do that since you started doing this.
Yeah. And I will say this, I feel like that's even how hip hop started. It was really about It was about hubris. It was about shouting yourself. It was about making yourself larger. Right. And now, of course, we've entered into so many other things that we could kind of rap about. But I love it when we go back to the roots.
Just no rapper can rap quite like I can. I mean, I'm saying I'm just bad. That's it. Just a whole song. He has several lyrics, several bars of just how bad he is. I'm bad. Watch out.
Yes. So we're starting off with this one is constantly shouting himself out. And I know in later years, he's had some struggles, but when he was at his top, I mean, this one would shout himself out, and I loved it.
When I tell you, he said something, we're going to do a different quote, but he said something like, something about having a room full of mirrors so he could just be surrounded by the best. Something like that. He said something about a room full of mirrors because I just want to be surrounded in greatness. Kanye.
That's so good. That's so good, Kanye.
I was like, yes.
Well,
I gotta remember it when he said, I just want to be in a room full of mirrors. I just want to be
on
surrounded by
this
the
one,
best.
he said, I didn't play the hand I was dealt. I just changed my cards. I prayed to the skies and I changed my stars. Last Call by Kanye West.
Let the church say amen.
Listen, he said, you're not going to just give me any old cards. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to change them into what I need them to be.
Until what I need them to be.
Yep.
I feel like this next one we did already. No?
Maybe.
Well, let's do it again. You might not have heard it.
We've done several
Well,
Jay-Z
listen.
at this point.
Yeah, we
Jay-Z
did
is
so much
another good
Jay-Z,
one.
So,
Yeah.
maybe we did it again. That's fine. You needed to hear it again.
Mm-hmm.
Remind yourself, nobody built like you. You designed yourself.
That's a good one. You design. Let's talk about
Come
this
on.
for a second.
Go.
Let's talk
Come on,
about
I'm already
this
excited. I'm already excited.
Because remind yourself there's nobody built like you. And sometimes we will say like, God blessed me with this. Jay-Z is saying you design.
And
not
you've been
only
building yourself since you were little.
You designed yourself and you're fly.
Yep. You've been putting yourself together and making the you that is you your entire existence. That's why nobody could possibly be like you, because you've been doing you.
I mean, let's really think about what? Nobody can do you
Come
better.
on.
That's a word.
Come
y'all.
on.
Nobody
That's a
can
word.
do you better.
No matter how similar somebody might be to you.
You can't do you better.
You couldn't do you better. That's real good. You designed yourself. Yeah, nobody's built like you.
That's a word. You got to have the mind state like, I'm so great and can't nobody do it like you do. Miraculous, phenomenal, and ain't nobody in here stopping you. Conceited by Remy Ma.
First of all, shout out Remy Ma.
Shout out.
You talk about an
Remy
underrated rapper.
Woo.
You talking about an underrated rapper.
When you listen to her spit, you just like, did she say that?
What did she say? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, but Remy Ma is absolutely, if you want to look at what it looks to have confidence, Remy Ma is it. Listen to her.
Yeah.
Listen to the wisdom she giving you.
It's what I like about old school rap too, not just kind of like the, just really selling the self, but even when people got into battles, it wasn't always annihilating the other person. It was just, I'm going to
shout me out.
Just shouting myself out. I'm just going to talk about the things that I've done.
Right.
Even more so than trying to make you small.
And because that's where we went into. It's kind of like rap evolved into that.
Right.
Where we started
attacking others rather than just being like,
but
I'm the bomb.
initially it was
I'm
all
so bomb.
about me. How do I elevate me?
I'm fantastic. What am I doing that's
Yeah.
special and different? Right.
Yeah.
I like to read these poetically. I do. Because, you know how she sounds when she says it. But I fly with the stars in the skies. I am no longer trying to survive. That's a word right there. We pause right there.
We could pause.
I believe that life is a prize, but to live doesn't mean you're alive.
That's a word.
Another pause. Don't worry about me and who I fire. I get what I desire. It's my empire. Moment for Life by Nicki Minaj.
Let's take some of those pieces right there.
It's several pieces.
I am no longer trying to survive.
The first part. I fly with the stars and skies. I'm up here.
Okay.
I'm already up here.
Okay.
Don't even try to talk to me down here because I'm up here. Okay. Let's start there.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. But then, could you imagine what starts to happen and shift in your life when you announce to the universe, I'm no longer just trying to survive.
Trying to survive, that's basic.
Surviving is basic.
Bare minimum.
I'm not doing that.
Can you imagine the stars in the sky just trying to survive?
That's peasantry.
I'm out here being amazed, being effervescent. I am out here glowing for the world to see.
thriving.
And nobody just trying to just meet the minimum credit.
The bare minimum, yes. That's real good. But then when she said, but to live doesn't mean you're alive. How many of us are just walking around here every day? Or just on this earth.
Living. And even the part before that, she said, life is a prize. It's a gift.
It is.
You've been awarded this chance.
You have.
Every time you wake up, every time your eyes part after being shut for whatever number of hours, you know what I'm saying? You have been gifted with this opportunity to continue your path of greatness.
Yeah. I get what I desire. It's my empire.
It's my life. Now remember, it's up to me to bring, because she does the hip hop songs. Up to me to bring in your pop, your yacht rock.
Oh, we can bring in some if we want to talk about this
is my life.
Bam, 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 bam. Go ahead with your life. Leave me alone. I never said I like a mother. I never said I would go to a Billy Joel conference.
Said.
I
Still belong.
Don't get me wrong.
Get me wrong.
You can think your mind, but not on my time. Come on.
You know what? I really never thought about that song.
I would go to a
Speak
Billy
your
Joel.
mind, but it's not going to be all. I'm not going to download all of that.
Not on my time. Nope.
I'm not wearing your projections on me. I'm not.
Ooh.
That's fine. Go ahead, please.
This is what
Get
we
all
are
out.
discussing today.
I'm not
So
about
that's
to digest
perfect segue. We're diving right into today's topic. So I want you to do a little bit of self-reflection and ask yourself, do you often find yourself doubting your own abilities? Okay. Maybe you've been second guessing some of those decisions that you've been making. You're feeling really insecure in some social situations. We are changing that narrative today.
Today. Decide right now.
Yep.
I'm changing it.
Not one more
That's
day
the
of
old
this.
me. Today, we're going to help you reignite your self-confidence so you can unlock your full potential. Your potential is hiding back there in that lack of self-confidence. We're going to set it free. Feeling good about yourself is a cornerstone to having true joy. How can you be joyful if you don't like yourself enough?
You can't.
You can't.
That's the answer.
Right? Remember, our whole platform here is how to have joy in your life, and you cannot do so without feeling good about yourself. So,
Absolutely.
What is self-confidence?
It is a person's sense of his or her own competence and perceived capability to deal effectively with various situations. And I'm going to put in the link of what I pulled this from to make sure that we are citing.
Yes. Because even our mistakes, right? You know what I'm saying? Even our errors are still places to have self-confidence.
Nikki Giovanni, Ego Tripping is my favorite poem of all time. She said, even my errors are correct. And that is true for all of us. Your errors also put you where you're supposed to be.
Yep.
Yes.
Still accurate.
Yeah. So in thinking about the various situations, when you're thinking about your competence, here are some of the places that you want to consider. Your performance. That could be on the job. That could be in the bedroom.
Wherever people might be looking at you, you're worried about being judged.
Your appearance.
Yep.
We get real caught up in, do I look all right? If it's on you, it's all right. But sometimes we don't feel that way. Romantic relationships. It's real easy for us to get. I don't know why that's such a trigger for us.
Yeah.
Romantic relationships are the place where it's kind of like we put all of our insecurities under a microscope.
Yep, all up in there. And it causes us to settle, I think, for situations that we probably should walk away from. Because we don't, you ever look at other people and be like, wow, he is way too good to be in that situation. We've got to be able to look at ourselves and be like, wow, I am way too good to be in this situation. You know what I mean? And no shade to the other person. This is not
Right.
about minimizing them. It's about looking at yourself and be like, I'm just kind of too awesome for this. So
And then also social interactions. Sometimes we feel awkward in different spaces. Wherever we show up, we kind of feel like we don't belong, like we're not supposed to be here. And so we really want to talk about that today, because the idea is that with self-confidence, you're one of those people that you can arrive in any of these places. When you think about your performance, your appearance, your romantic relationships, your social interaction, that you are willing to go out there. It's not that you don't have insecurities, but it's that you are willing to rise above them.
exactly. Remember, this is add joy, right? So what we're going to be doing when you all come to us for individual work, we're going to break this down. Well, how do I get to feeling great about my appearance? We're going to help you. Right.
Yes.
Because it's not just about eliminating the challenges like
Right.
Madi was saying. It's about adding, right? So you add that self-confidence piece. You still will have some insecurities. Nobody lives without
Absolutely
them.
will. You absolutely
Right.
will.
So insecurity, self-doubt, when we're unsure of ourselves, when we're feeling self-conscious, these are the things that are kind of the opposite of and things that thwart our self-confidence. And instead of approaching new situations when when our insecurities are not risen above, right? We withdraw because we fear failing. We think we'll be ridiculed. We think we're just not good enough, no matter what other people say sometimes, right? And so this can manifest sometimes as appearing like you have too much confidence, right? It can make you look like you're arrogant or egotistical. When you see somebody really, really kind of having that fake self-confidence, really they're just hiding all of those self-doubts and insecurities. They're thinking that if I can just, have a larger,
attention away from it,
personality,
yeah.
right? I'll draw the attention away from the fact that I'm maybe not as
true.
strong in this particular area.
Yeah. And it's kind of like what we were talking about in hip hop, right? It's like, if you truly have confidence, you don't need to put anyone else down to show it. I don't have to dim your light so mine can shine brighter.
I've never understood why that was a go-to.
But that's what happens when what you really have is insecurity.
Big time.
You've decided that I have to make others look small so that people will see me as up here. No. There's room for all of us up here. So we are going to talk about 4 ways to immediately start exuding
Today.
confidence. Right now.
Today.
You're going to start
By
practicing
lunchtime.
it today. Okay?
Today.
What's the first one?
Push yourself out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Just try something else. Right? I mean, just try something else. This is going to sound really crazy. I told my client to, it fits. I don't tell all my clients to do this, by the way. It fits it fits her brand. So before you're like, oh, Lord, I'm not going to see her. She took a dominatrix class.
Ooh.
I want
my
you
brand?
to know. But first of all, when I saw her, I was like, who are you? Maybe her hair was out. She was.
I'm sorry.
She had an entirely different just way of like being.
Where's this
I was
class
like,
at?
where? This particular invitation full. We'll find some. Maybe we'll put that on the website. Go to these, right? But I mean, it just gave her this opportunity to just use her voice. You know what I mean? She
hadn't practiced.
It was so many things out of
before.
her comfort zone. She was
Love
like, "Do
that.
I have to be this all the time?" Because my boyfriend he had a time that week. He was like, "I like this.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
I want every piece of this."
Yeah.
But she had been shrinking, thinking
that's what he wanted.
he wanted her small. He showed her that weekend he didn't want her small. He liked her big. That's it. So don't be afraid of failing. Just literally try something. If you're like, oh, I don't do that. How do you know?
Because
How do you know what you don't do?
Because each failure is still getting you
out
closer
there.
to the success.
Yep. Just going out there and trying it is closer to the success. I hate running. I said I was going to be in the 5K. People are like, what you going to do in the 5K? I don't know. I'm going to do something. I'm going to walk, skip, dance, jig, cartwheel, moonwalk, or running man my way to the finish line. That is what I'm going to do.
Jig. I want to see the jig again.
I'm going to walk Toasty.
Funky one.
Listen, I'm gonna do something
What?
till the finish line because I have told myself for years that I'm not a runner. I just want to try something different.
Yeah.
You don't even know your true capabilities until you try something, right? So once you've and then like imagine if I run it. What if I
Yeah.
run
Oh
the
my
5K?
God. Can
Oh
you
my God, I'm
imagine?
be so full of myself.
Yes.
You're gonna be able to tell me
And
nothing.
you should affirm yourself.
However I get to the end of that
Over and over.
daggone 5K,
Yeah.
I'm going to stop for a second, right? And take a moment, self-reflect and affirm yourself. So that's what I mean. Like you can try this by lunch. I'm not kidding.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just by lunchtime, there's this person that I like and I wonder if I should just say hi to them. Yep.
Yes, you should. Go do it
Yep.
now. Matter of
Do it
fact,
right
pause
now.
this.
Pause.
We'll be here.
Hey, that post you made, that was so funny. You best say something.
Uh-huh.
Hey, were you in so-and-so? What year did you graduate? I thought you
Because
was
you never know.
You don't know what you don't know.
You won't
right?
know until you do it.
And you I want you to go through all of those little steps we just talked about and rinse and repeat. Right? Try something new. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. If it's too comfortable, you're not trying something new yet.
That's good.
You're supposed to feel a little.
If it's too comfortable, you're not doing it right.
You're resting.
Yeah.
You're surviving.
That's so
The
good.
complacency. We don't want it. That ain't joy.
That's not joy.
Joy comes from pressing yourself to do something bigger. Joy is big.
You see when she gets to talking good like that? Okay. So that's number one. Number two, surround yourself with a positive and supportive network. Listen, sometimes we are born into a situation we can't get out of. That's fine. Go out and seek that which you need. If it's not right there in front of you, go and develop a supportive circle. You need it. For those moments when you start to dip, you need to have someone who goes and brings you up out of that. The circle is going to remind you of your potential, and they're going to tell you about your worth when you've forgotten it.
Exactly. You might even need to write down what other people are telling you too. Like we've been doing this thing on the social media sites. Please log on and participate, whether it's Facebook, Instagram,
Tell
whatever.
us down below,
right?
Under
yeah,
this.
to put compliment, put it here in the comments. We've been asking people like, what are some compliments that you've been given? You know, take a screenshot of somebody texting you something awesome and remind yourself, because what we'll do is just be like, oh, thank you, right? And forget about that. Sometimes you need to pull that back up. You already have possibly a supportive
or we
network.
don't even say
use
thank
what
you.
they give you.
Sometimes we do. Oh,
minimize
come on,
it.
stop. No, I'm not. I look crazy. Stop that. Stop that. Allow somebody to shout you out. Allow somebody to tell you all of the things that are amazing about you. You're okay. You're worth that.
Show enough. Get you a crew of people who just gonna
love up on you
and sing your praises and remind you of who you are. Remember, this is not just a positive outlook; it's a realistic outlook. So take care of the third thing, right? We've had two. The third thing to do immediately, right? Let's start taking care of yourself mentally and physically. Right? Prioritize activities that both bring you joy, but also, make you feel good. And listen, she and I are no workout mavens per se, right? But I'll tell you, nothing feels better than when you've worked.
True.
It really
every single time.
Every time. Now,
single
getting
time.
ready to go is not the big excitement.
That's where you struggle.
When I'm done and that's
Always.
just that sweat, and I'll be like, go ahead, me. Because I took a moment to that's such a self-care moment. And when you nurture yourself like that, it creates that strong foundation for your self-confidence to flourish. It creates that springboard. And so you're not, I promise you, people who work out regularly, and this is scientific fact, I'll be dropping the psychology stats, right? People who work out regularly, regardless of weight, right? Regardless of BMI, are less self-critical. Just period. People who take care of themselves do less critique of themselves because they're actively in the process of
doing something hard.
Right.
Yeah. That's good.
right? So sometimes you got to find the thing that's going to contribute to your mental and physical health.
Yeah.
So if it is that you don't like to go to like step aerobics, find an African dance class that brings you joy and right is taking care of yourself physically.
We are talking to ourselves. I want
Self
you to know.
talk, literally. When you go out for a
looking
walk,
in the
have a
mirror.
playlist. Don't just go out there and the whole time like, oh God, I'm outside. I'm working out. I don't like it. Put on something you enjoy, like the Add Joy podcast.
Huh?
Just go for a walk and listen to us. Isn't that joyful? Come
Yeah.
on. That's taking care of yourself mentally and physically at the same time. Boom, you're done.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so that's number 3. And finally, number 4, challenge your negative thoughts. We have said this many times. I'm going to keep saying it until we start doing it so regularly that it's just second nature.
Please and thank you.
Tell yourself that you are capable. Tell yourself that you are worthy. Tell yourself that you are enough because you are. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. I'm telling you that this is all true.
Yeah.
You are worth it.
Faith it till you make it, remember.
Faith
so sometimes,
it
a
till
cognitive behavioral
make
exercise is to literally just say these things. But I don't believe it yet. That's fine. Say it anyway. Say it anyway. I don't know if I'm capable. I want you to say, I'm capable. I want you to scream, I am capable until those tears run down your face.
Yeah.
And you do start to look at yourself and realize you are. But you are going to have to say it.
Because think of all of the times that you were nervous about being capable and you did the thing and you've accomplished it. And now it's something that just seems so mundane. There was a time it was hard, right? And so now you may have to talk yourself into it, but you are capable, you are worthy, you are enough, just as you are.
I'm just going to say that to my, listen, Kanika, you are capable.
She's looking in the mirror. I love it.
You are worthy.
Yeah.
Hey, boo.
You are enough.
I am enough.
Yes.
So keep in mind that as you embrace more of your joy and boost your self-confidence, you will radiate a newfound energy.
Yeah.
Remember, people will respond differently, to you because you are different. If you are normally the one, the shoulders are hunched and you kind of have a mousy voice. Once you throw those shoulders back and come in saucy, right? People will definitely be drawn to you because that's your real you.
When you
That's
let
your
your inner
authentic
dominatrix out.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
And that then brings even more positivity into your life, right? When you're like, I'm waiting for something awesome to happen. That's not how you greet awesome. When awesome comes to the door, you need to be like, hi, I'm awesome, ready to meet awesome. It's awesome in here. Let's make room for some more awesome.
Yes.
Come on, awesome. You'll find that you're in good company.
Yep. Always. So we really mean this about changing that narrative today. The only thing you need to consider is that in any circumstance, in every moment, you have 2 options. You can either dim your light or you can shine brightly. Choose wisely. So we are going to share with you, like Kanika said, our compliments this week. Again, please leave your compliments down below, whatever the compliment has been.
I actually think that, I'm about to be extreme, but I think that can shift. If you've ever just seen like negativity out on social media, it's shifted by you putting things out there like that. Let's just wash, you know what I mean? Let's just put compliments everywhere. Let's just drop them in places. You know what I mean? So people could just feel good about themselves.
So I saw this first one and I just stopped. I mean, just dead in my tracks. I was like, my word. You say this to me and we go together.
We go together.
Charles Anthony said someone told him, you are art.
That's fine. Drinks on me. After you tell me. You are art?
You are art.
Tell me I'm art.
Come up to me at a bar and say that.
And tell me I'm art.
We leaving together that night.
I'm up all night to get lucky. You won't have to stay up all night either. It's gonna happen for midnight. I'm old. Luckiness happens by like 11.
We gonna be walking down the street, people just yelling, you are art. What? Why are they saying this?
Now this is it. Listen,
This is
I
the
feel
one.
you.
This
This
is
is
the
from
one.
John Hobbs. Shout out, I feel you. When buying an adult beverage, may I see your ID? You better stop flirting with me.
Every single time I'd be like, say it
You
again.
better stop flirting with me. Asking my old self about, can I get an ID? Mm-hmm. Or like when people, I love when people say stuff like, people like us in our early 30s. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh.
I'm 75 years old. Did you just tell me? What did you say?
Mm-hmm.
That's a compliment.
Now, when she said this, I was like, you know what? She does have gorgeous.
Baby, that thing is
glows.
dewy. It never is
Yes.
dry. It glows.
So, Nzingatol said, someone told her, your skin is beautiful, sis. What do you use? And she put the little emoji that made her feel all warm and fuzzy. That would do it for me,
That would do
too.
it for me, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, Catavia Larry said that someone told her, you are so complimentary to other women. I love that.
Yeah, I do.
I
genuinely
love that. That was part of the compliment, by the way. That's not me saying I love that. That was the compliment. That whoever said that to her said that, and then said, "I love that in you. Mm-hmm. Like I've noticed it, and I love seeing it on you."
Yes. And then finally, Vanessa Jackson. Someone told her, "You are beautiful, inside and out." What?
You are beautiful
in every single way.
Words can't bring me down.
So don't you bring me down today. That's a singing somebody now.
She'll sing somebody.
Feel however you want to, but
that's fine. But she sings the house down, so there's that part.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this episode. We're really not kidding. We really want you to try these. And whether they sound like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. You don't know you can do it unless you do it. So do it anyway. I'm not sure it'll work.
Do it. Do it till you're satisfied, whatever it is.
Including get you some self-confidence.
And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We want you to be one of our Joy Johns. We want you to be part of our community. We want to interact with you. We want you to engage and feel welcome here. And I think
get you some joy. I've been looking for joy.
Ooh, we gonna remix that. Get you some joy.
Get you some joy. Get you some joy. Come on with the parts.
Be quiet, folks.
I've been looking hard.
Get you some joy. Why do you entertain me in this?